asked about how to do a squat correctly, how your form should be, where your weight should be while you do a squat, where your hip crease should be. I'm going to try and answer all those questions in this video. So to start it off, the first video you're going to see is incorrect squat form for having too much weight in your toes. There should be 3 points of contact you want to have, mainly starting in your heels. So you want to have a lot of the weight in your heels to keep your knees back and your weight backwards. Doing this without any weight might be a little difficult because your body wants to immediately fall backwards. When you do get a bar on your shoulders, a squat machine, or anything in your hands, you will get a little easier at this having your weight backwards because your weight is going to be centered down through your center of gravity as parallel to yourself. The next video you're going to see is too much of a hip crease. So as you're going downwards, you don't want to let your body bend more than your knees are bending. So a lot of people are guilty of this to find the depth they want to have. What you're not is getting more depth with your legs, you're getting more depth with your entire body. So as you're dropping down with your legs, you're more so bending forward. This is just going to hurt your hips, hurt your glute median, and just not improve your squat or your leg strength at all. The next video you're going to see is bending too far forward. So as you go down, you might be guilty of this for doing too much weight at a time. So you're going to go down, and as you come back up, you let your back stay down, and you're going to kick your legs up at the back, straighten them, and then use your back to stand back up as a big curve. This is dangerous for a lot of reasons. Starting off with, that's again endangering your hip crease, endangering your glutes, and endangering your back. For all those reasons, I recommend trying to use your legs instead of your back. Stay upwards, get your shoulders backwards to really engage your glutes and your hamstring. From the front, you're going to see 2 videos of your knees bending inwards and knees bending outwards. You don't want to do either of these. You want to keep your knees aligned with the way your feet are pointing. A lot of people would say keep your knees aligned with your feet and your feet aligned with your shoulders. That's just how they want to do it. It's how they want to do it. To protect your knees more from buckling in or outwards, find out where your feet are comfortably from the center, somewhat outwards slightly for some people. I recommend if you're going to go inwards, follow the straight up and down form. If you are going outward slightly, that is totally fine. It's whatever is most comfortable for your body, and that's what's going to protect your knees the most. Going inwards or outwards is really based upon where your feet are going to go. So I recommend being comfortable, pointing your feet where they want, within a reasonable amount, of course, within a reasonable degree to where your knees are going. Line yourself up, and you're ready to rock and roll. There are a lot more finer points to touch on in squats. It's a very here and go on depth. As long as your hip is breaking parallel with your knee, you're getting the glute and hamstring activation you're looking for, and I'm happy there. Going all the way down to the ground, some people choose to. You don't always have to, depending on where you are in your lifting career. If you want to make it all the way down and you're very advanced, go for it. If you're just starting off, break parallel, come back up with what you're comfortable with. And now the last video is going to be from the side. Some correct squat form. You're keeping your back as straight as you can. The bar is high. Trying to keep your weight in your heels. And put the weight back in your hamstrings and glutes to get the most activation you can. We didn't get a front view of this, but my feet are lined up with my knees comfortably as close as you can. And like I said, I'm falling forward and backward a little bit. It's just because there's no weight in the bar and it's a little hard to stabilize yourself. So there are going to be videos. There are also some pointers. You can find me anytime at Anytime Fitness Commonplace to have a chat about this. If you have any issues, concerns, or any leg pain, I can help you out with. Thanks.